Righto, so it's been a while since the last video. The main reason because I've just been having way too much fun driving this thing. Yeah, and I've been pretty busy with work going back and all that. This video will be about my accelerator bracket that I made up and my fuel system. So I'm going to go ahead and take my accelerator pedal off and I'll show you the bracket. Alright, so here it is. It's very simple. I've got 3 nutserts in the back, bit of bracing on the side, then that's just a bit of flat bar that's been bent to the right angle. That was just all trial and error, so nothing too fancy. There's only meant to be 2 holes here, but I drilled a couple in the wrong spot, but you get that. Yeah, that's it. Pretty simple. Probably took me about 2 hours to make that, like completely done and painted. Yeah, that's about it. The other thing I didn't mention about my accelerator pedal is there's this little stop behind it that's factory Nissan, and I've made it so the bend in my bracket, if you absolutely flatten it, there's about 2 mil behind the pedal, so you'll hit that and you won't ruin your pedal. It also makes it feel a bit more factory, I guess, when you're flat-footing it. But yeah, just something little, but makes it a bit nicer. Now onto the fuel system. Going to start in the engine bay. Pop this up. Ooh, need gas struts big time. So here's my fuel filter. This is a pretty good, I think, like sort of paper element filter. So filters down quite like small enough for the injectors. That's what you need. This is into the engine, like into the fuel rail. This is coming from my fuel pump down the back, and I've just run that through. That's the old brake booster hose when it had the RD in it. This one here, that just crosses over, goes down into the hard rails that run all the way to the back where the fuel tank is. So yeah, that was pretty simple. And then I've got my return line. I'll have to find that for you. My return line is this one here with the 2 hose clamps on. It's kind of hard to see, but I think that's 5/16, and then it goes to 1/4 inch or something like that the whole way down. That's the same deal with the supply. That just runs across down to the hard lines because it was diesel. It already had the return lines. Runs all the way down to the back and then back into the tank. That's all pretty simple. But yeah, so I'll move you down to the back of the car now and I'll show you underneath my fuel pump setup. Now I'm under the car. This is the fuel tank. Got kind of lucky, I've got a long range fuel tank, so nice and square to weld everything onto. When I had the tank out the car, because I had to drain it, there was all diesel in there, give it a good clean. I purged it with gas. I believe you can also fill it up with water, and there's plenty of ways to do it, just so you can weld on there safely. Yeah, purge it with argon, not gas like LPG, because that'll be a bad time. Yeah, this is a inline Bosch 070. I believe the VL Commodores use this pump. It's 3 bar and I think 130 litres per hour, sorry, litres per hour. I'm pretty sure that's sufficient for the FG, but before you buy a pump I would definitely check. I'm having a bit of a flat spot issue, so I don't think it's the pump, but yeah, don't take my word for it. And then up here, this is just a 150 micron, like sort of a gauze mesh filter. That's before my pump, just to eliminate any like solid chunks or anything coming through and wrecking my pump. I should also mention that you want to, I've got mates with powerful cars and all that, and the fuel pump is ridiculously loud. This is just a small fuel pump, so it's already pretty quiet, but I've rubber mounted it in there. It's kind of hard to see, but it is rubber mounted. Yeah, so when I turn my car on, I can hear it prime, but as soon as my car's on, I don't hear it at all, which is pretty nice. yeah, that's about it. I think it's, I think it was 1/2 inch inlet and 5/16 outlet, maybe something like that. I can't remember. Down here, this wiring, that is my active wire into the pump. That comes from the loom, and then this negative wiring, that's just to my chassis up there on a good chassis point, for an earth. So yeah, that's all run by the Falcon loom that I got made up. Yeah, it's, sorry I can't get a better video of it. It's kind of hard to get in here, but that's the gist of it. So that's it for this video. The next video I'm going to do will probably be about how to get the engine position when doing a conversion. It's pretty stock standard for any conversion you're going to be doing, not just a Barra. And then yeah, might have a little look around maybe the wiring side of things, or yeah, stuff like that, things you need to know before you chuck out your old engine or whatever. Yeah, stay tuned. Cheers for watching.